For Omen's dark cover, the cooldown has been decreased from 40 seconds to 30 seconds. The cost has also gone up from 100 to 150. Omen smoke also travels a lot faster when you place it. For Shrouded Step, the cost has been decreased from 150 to 100, and the teleport delay has been decreased from 1 second to 0.7. For Paranoia, there is a forward spawn offset now, so any player stood next to you won't be hit by your flash, both teammates and enemies. For Brimstone, the Sky Smoke's deploy time has been decreased from 2 seconds to 1 second. The deploy radius on your UI has been increased. And his smoke height has been increased to match the other controller smoke abilities. For his Stim Beacon, there is now a 15% speed boost in addition to rapid fire when you move through it, again both for your teammates, yourself, and the enemy. For Astra, the maximum stars have been reduced from 5 to 4. The cooldown on dissipating a star and retrieving it has increased from 14 to 25 seconds. And now you can immediately pick up stars placed during the buy phase to refund it immediately, just in case you muck it up. The size of the gravity well has also been decreased. These next changes apply to both the gravity well and the Nova Pulse. The cooldown has been increased from 25 seconds to 45 seconds, and the Nova Pulse and gravity well no longer affect anybody fully underneath these abilities. For the Nebula ability, the cooldown has increased from 14 seconds to 25. The Nebula cooldowns are now sequential instead of simultaneous. Beforehand, if you used both smokes at the same time, the cooldown for both of them would be 25 seconds and they'd come up simultaneously. Now if you use both smokes, you have to wait 25 seconds for one to come online and then another 25 seconds for the second to come online. The size of the Nebula smoke has also increased to match the others, such as Brimstone's. While in Astral form, pings are no longer blocked by level geometry that Astra cannot see, the targeting ring in Astral form is reduced to one ring size that reflects all of the unified utility. The targeting ring no longer randomly disappears when aiming it across map locations such as higher ground, and increase the speed of the overlay that covers Astra's screen when transitioning in and out of Astral form. For Viper's Fuel, the drain increases 50% faster when both Toxic Screen and Poison Cloud are active. Also, the Viper Fuel bar now turns red when you don't have enough fuel to activate your abilities. These next changes affect both the Toxic Screen and the Poison Cloud. The cooldown after deactivating is increased from 6 seconds to 8 seconds. The cooldown timer now starts when her smoke starts dissipating instead of when her deactivation telegraph plays. The deactivation delay has been decreased from 1 second to 0.8. The abilities now have yellow lights that indicate when it is on cooldown. And remove the delay on Toxic Screen when Viper is suppressed. There is also now a voice line to let people know that she is suppressed. And for Snakebite, the duration has decreased from 6.5 seconds to 5.5. For Yoru, his fake out, he now only has one charge of the ability instead of two, and now has a decoy instead of footsteps. The decoy HP is 150, and it is now a full running version of him. And upon taking damage from an enemy gun, the decoy winds up, turns towards the enemy that shot it, and explodes in a flash after a short delay. It will also flash teammates and yourself. You can right-click to place a stationary marker on the decoy, much like the footsteps, and reactivate it from a distance. Gate Crash. The charges have increased from 1 to 2. The extra charge costs 200 credits. And there's no longer a cooldown. Instead, you need to get 2 kills in order to reset the ability, much like other duelists. The Gate Crash ability can be faked by pressing F whilst hovering over the beacon. The fake teleport will play audio and portal visuals as if Yoru is attempted to TP. The time it takes to fire out a teleport beacon has decreased from 1 second to 0.5. The beacon's in-game audio whilst travelling has been reduced from 22 meters to 12, and the teleport beacon speed has also been increased. Upon activating a fake teleport, a beacon will create a small decal on the floor for 30 seconds to indicate location of the fake teleport. And now Dimensional Drift, the duration has been increased from 8 to 10 seconds. Yoru is no longer revealed to enemies, but his footsteps can now be heard within a 15-meter range. The unequipped delay of coming out of your ultimate is 0.6 seconds up to 1.2. And you can now cast all of your utility out of your ultimate.